Cheers. So, um, so with the attack, I promised the kids I had to take the diet. For 17 years, I had to be on a diet. They were given fucking beef antibiotics. I said, if you follow this diet daily, read your calendar daily. I'll give you a new one if you lose your calendar. For 17 years, I'll give you a patty and a horse. I gave one to Vanessa Houghton, and apparently some other students that just are not aware that it was me or whatever. I don't know, they just haven't had the time. They don't know where I am ever. Facebook doesn't really work, I know. Nothing really works, I know. Anyway, yeah, you're welcome. There are some other students. I just wonder who the hell you are because I basically remember everybody from elementary school, but I wasn't paying attention to who was on the fucking diet. Wasn't supposed to. And I did. I did the diet for 6, 9, 12 years. Did the chemo. My hair fell out. It grew back in. Took a long time for the little faux lock to grow back in. I shaved my head. I did all this stuff. I kept going to the gym. I still go to the gym. I had a baby, which wasn't a requirement. I had a baby. She's a genius and healthy and everything. And Mr. Beauregard, when you asked me, it wasn't even rude, but you're just like, how would you miss, learning about England? Oh my goodness. And it's funny because that's my family in England. Yeah. I said, well, I know generally, but it's going to make me losing my mind a bit easier and say evil shit. I said, my sister love. You know what that means, right? No, not really. He says, explain this. I was explaining the love diagram. I said, the one that I was supposed to love is fucked up and always wants to get beaten because he got shot many times in the back. Now I'll tell you the story. So I met my brother, Love. He died because of the armed forces. Is that how you say it? Well, anyway, he died from complications of working in the armed forces. And now it's my koozie love, which I need because I'm fucked up. I shouldn't be that mean to my mom. I say it. It's not that mean. It shouldn't be that scary for her. I want to start a trauma diet and all this stuff, but you have to be married because you need to have the help. I haven't got to do that yet. I'm still doing the diet in honor and respects of that. Everybody got a little bit hurt that day. Yeah, patty and a horse. Stay on a diet, you get a patty and a horse. La-di-dee, la-di-day. La-di-doo-da-dee-da-day. It's hot in here. Put on some clothes, like some thicker clothes. Definitely, it's really warm in here. The plants probably don't like it very much, so it's not that warm. It's too warm though. I'm a human, not a plant. Aaron would have got a horse too. It was Yeah. He got one of my army horses in an army stable. He didn't fuck up horseback riding. I mean, some of my stem cell died these past years. It's really fucked up when your great grandma dies. Oh, yeah. Great grandpa died, I swear, right at the kitchen fucking table. You know that kind of feeling? And then your stem cell dies. It's an ache in your head that like it seems like it's never gonna go away. But it does once you heal and talk about that person enough. My grandpa Shepherd, my uncle Grant Shepherd had my stem cell. Grandma's chemo. Everyone's like, come back alive. Her death, yeah. It was hard. Because I was there and I knew she was so far gone. They didn't really know that. Your family died. My boyfriend was a donation of nothing, so he's a ghost spirit thing. Soul, still. My mom has a bunch of my money. I'm just trying to earn it on top of earning it. Because that's like a winning, right? When you're killing a cattle rustler all around the world. That's a winning. I'm trying to earn it back so I can make more money off of it. Because there's kids. We have kids. What have I done in the time since we transferred the trees? And dug up hidden remains. Lots. I've made the tractor go and taught everyone how to keep it going, how to sort it out when it's a problematic issue. Yeah, I don't think I like arts very much. You know, there is trauma with the braiding, and but I like felting. I'll get better at it. I like soap carving. It's a matter of if you have a fucking idea that's gonna fit on a block of soap with a curvatures and stuff. I like toy making out of wood. I made like stickmen out of nuts and bolts. And hats out of the washer. I made cowboy hats and stuff, ball caps. I got cheer Jackson up. He's coming closer to me, I can tell. He's growing up. He's growing up remembering me. I mean, it's just, it's been a lot of years. Like, how old are you, Brian? You're like 8. And you're acting like 13. Cracking drinks and giving them to somebody. It's okay. There's no, you have to start drinking eventually, especially you, Brian, because you're an army girl. Because you wear out your bum, and you have because walking wears out, riding horses wears out, lead, blood loss, bruising, cuts, using your brain that much wears it out. Alcohol fixes it. So I'm able to cut back as much as I have. I wouldn't have been able to before. I would have been breaking my shoulders, fucking curling up backwards in a ball, dying. We're gonna have to paint, Mom. Keep the pace. Pace of what? I gotta find my Mod Podge. I'm exhausted. You see that? I just blew a kiss at you. A nicotine one. Try to make it crackle. Can't really see it. I got watery eyes. I'm tired. Fucking Christ. I'm sure lots of people have stories like me. It's not as much money. Not as much money to be won. Fucking exchange students doing retarded shit. I'm sorry, England. I had to tell Mr. Bogart how I felt, and he sent it to England. Because that's my Grammy. My Grammy died. I'm joking. Not a word of a lie. My other grandma's still alive. She doesn't remember who the fuck I am. It's partly my fault with being sick with the corona before they knew what it was and how to cure it. Grandma's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl if she hears that I'm sorry. I take initiative. She needs to hear it. It's good for her. How do you do that one? I know. I work with the dementia people on family messages, taking their medications when they're scared. Some were grandma's friends too, in a way. I think if I'd curl up in a backwards ball and die when I'm really old. At least that's what we all hope for, because it's fast. Talking to a family friend of this guy who died that way. So it's going down in the history books. He's like, oh, I believe it. It's a pretty fast way to die. And then I started crying because it was we had to like rock him onto his side to get him to actually successfully die without just laying there. I cried, I cried, I cried. He's like, you should tell me. I was like, it's disgusting. But my grandpa's my hero. Because if I had to think about Uncle Grant again in that fucking wheelchair, I do, but not nearly as much. I think about him being happy at the table. I don't think about his fucking those schizophrenic episodes because he mistreated his chemo and he got a pellet in his leg out shooting guns and he bashed up his face crashing my Jeep. And yeah, he didn't want to die. He had no choice, so he's just living hard. I want to bring the books back home. There's barely any room on the shelf though. We got another shelf. I got another shelf. I'll just leave them. I use the shelf for antiques that I want. Everything else would just throw them in a garage sale. But the grandma said she collected since she was a little girl, and then she found like 15 at once, and now nobody believes her. I should take some like greens powder. AG1 might help with this exhaustion feeling. Kind of like that your eyelids are like way open in a zone. You're just being a fucking lousy blinker. Really, what it is, you have a dark spot on your right eyeball part. I actually have skin colors. I wish it was skin darkening. I wish I could say I was old and sick and that it's almost over, but I'll truck it through here. You're like, how you doing, Grandpa? My God. I always knew you'd win. That's what he said too. My other grandpa said that passed away. He said, "Oh, surely he will win. He was a much better soldier, and they linked him in with his wife, who was too small. He's an amazing cadet. I tell you what, an astronaut. And I could never do the work that he does at the mill. I'm not nearly that smart in that context. I used to live in an old folks' home. Like, we can't. It's COVID, so we can't bring him cakes and cookies as much as we want to and stuff. And gifts. He has a TV. My mom bought him with some. I might have been her money, but it's probably mine. He probably wants video games. He has a cell phone and he can call. He doesn't talk for long because the stroke messed up his cognitive. His speech, I should say, not his cognitive. His brain works fine, but he can't get it out. Same with me. I think a lot of shit. And I can see infinity, and I have the book. I bought the book as a novelty of my marriage. I did. The day Owen asked me to marry him and gave me a huge, like, what do you call those things? I wouldn't even know. Jewelry box full of all his ancestors' rings from Australia and fucking everywhere. He gave me a big roll of money. He said, "You can wear the rings once in a while." I never did because I was always taking care of him. I didn't want to fling it off. But he paid me as much as those rings were worth to take care of him because he had gangsters after him and shit. Oh, it was hard, but it was easy. I got hooked on smoking by accident. They popped my lung. But I just put it in the vault. And I don't spend my money very much. Just what's left over from buying my insulin out of my own after bills. fucking money and after taxes money. And then I have a whopping $1,000. I blow it all the time. I'm crazy. Letting me soap now. Because there's too much stuff in around here. I'll turn the light on. What also I'm going to do is turn the camera on eventually. But anyways, but as long as you don't spend the money back on the spouse who gave you it, it's not fuckering. Did I break this up? Just the box. Just the box. Gotta blow my nose again. Might have a sinus infection. Well, I got the appointment. That's what I'm thinking about it so much too. Got the appointment. It's got really bad breath. Well, but come on, doesn't like heaven have a saving grace for people who can't brush their teeth? I couldn't technically. Technically, I couldn't even. Here's a computer and the camera. Saving it. It basically works, just like other than the system updates are no longer. What was I gonna do again? Oh yeah, my books is gonna put on the shelf. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Put this all together. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. Emma's like talking to Dr. Gita because that was a lot her family as well as mine. And anyway, she's like, does my kids get any of it or anything? The Gita is falling asleep. He's passing away right now. Might have saved. The man who knew infinity. All the eternal truths and values of my youth going on just as I had left them 7 years ago. The 9 o'clock formula. 9 o'clock equals 11, I know that. The gamma function. How much energy you have in a day formula. Then and now, present, then and now, present formula. All saved. The man of this book, his name was Ramanaja, believes life and death are symbols, conditions in India. Yeah, when there's storms in India, Canadians really do start to die. Like everything that Canada does really helps. Yep.
What's going on?
I'm not sure. I was reading this book. I had some stickers in it saving the pages.